When I think about who influenced me in my attitude towards giving was my parents. You know, I grew up in a farm. We didn't have a lot of money, but what I saw is my parents always found a way to give to others, to give to organizations that mattered. And I also saw that even with Meghan, my daughter. You know, even when she was in high school and working at Target, one of her bosses said, "You realize she was one of the highest givers for United Way?" And later when I asked her, she said, "But Mom, it's only this." And even when she was ill, what I saw was somebody that if she could help other people, that's what she did. So I have some great footsteps to follow. What influenced me to become involved in the Donor Advised Fund at the foundation were several things. I had several friends who have funds here and actually attended a fall event once with them and was really impressed with that community connection. And as I talked about my long-term goals with my advisors, Doug Caveen and David Anfinson, David suggested, "Have you thought about this?" And it's been a perfect vehicle for my goals. So there's many times that making a donation has really impacted me in my own memories or my own life. I think about one of the first donations I made was Hope Lodge at the university, because when Meg was ill, she was considered a pediatric oncology patient, but the Ronald McDonald House had an age limit of 18. She was 19. So I spent my life sleeping in a chair in her room, showering in the library when it wasn't being used. And so when Hope Lodge became an option, I knew how important that was for other people because I certainly walked that walk. Lo and behold, my dear neighbor next door ended up there as a patient, and I ended up staying with her at Hope Lodge. And this was a neighbor who was a great support to us in our life, and to kind of see that somehow this helped soften her journey. But also, I think some of the memorable things for me was some of the things that mattered to Meg, and that I can make a difference by contributing. I get a great deal of satisfaction knowing I'm honoring her wishes. You know, the Community Foundation for me, and I would encourage others to think about it, because you know what? There's something really wonderful about being able to impact your community, causes that you care about while you're still alive. And you can see that because, you know, many of us, we create our wills for when I'm gone. And that's an important thing to do. But to have an active voice on an almost daily basis is one of the most rewarding experiences I have had with the foundation. You know, I would encourage people to think about how they want to donate, make a plan, because, you know, now you know what matters. Sometimes none of us know what that aging process will be, or when life can change on a dime and can change tomorrow for anybody. And so to do this while you and represent your thoughts, your passions, while you're able to, don't miss that chance, because we all can make a difference. You know, it's so, what do you wish when you're making your donations and what that impact will be? And, you know, I think all of us want to soften the load of people when life is handing them some very tough encounters. We want a bright future for people in our community. And, you know, there's so many organizations that even the things about how we care for animals in our community, but all of that is about humanity. And so to me, that walk gently, you know, be humble, but you can make a difference in kindness and humanity, and that's the legacy Meghan had, and I'm grateful that I can continue that legacy.